All right, everybody. This is Poncho Blazin ATM, aka Reverend Joseph James Holland, at your service, and the social media and YouTube legend, future first ballot Hall of Famer. I'm saved, sanctified, Holy Ghost filled, fire baptized, staying safe, living right, doing God's will, and keeping heaven my home. And this is Facebook Live with Poncho Blazin ATM. So I want to welcome everybody to Facebook Live with Poncho Blazin ATM, episode 8. And I'm so excited and so happy to see. I'm so excited and so happy to see everybody tuning in exclusively on Facebook. And somebody say everybody tuning in. Whether you're tuning in through the live stream or whether you're tuning in through the previous recording, I'm so excited to see everybody here. And also to the Facebook Live chat that's currently tuning in right now. I appreciate all Facebook Live chat for tuning in at this time. Now, we do have two people that we are going to talk about today. We're going to talk about their retirements. But before that, I just want to show you all something real quick. If you're taking a look around in eastern Kentucky, in southeast Kentucky, as you can see, it currently snowed last night. Now it's looking way better than what it was before. But if you would have seen last night and earlier this morning, it was nasty. So everybody always stresses this out. Now we understand if you have to work. We understand if you have to go to school. On that situation, you can't help it. You have to work and you have to go to school regardless. But let us be safe about it. Let us do it the right way in this type of weather. Let's not try to rush to going to work or going to school. If we're going to be a few minutes late on account of the weather, if we're going to be on a delay on account of the weather, I'd rather for us to be late or on a delay than taking a chance of speeding in this weather and putting people's lives at risk. And if you don't have to go out at all for anything in this type of weather, let me show you real quick. If you don't have to go out at all in this type of weather, we stress and we plead with you. Please don't do it. Why is that? Because you're putting people's lives at risk. Don't you know that when you are taking a chance on doing this, you're putting law enforcement, you're putting firefighters, and you're putting EMS's life at risk and paramedics' life at risk. Now, I understand that when this type of weather happens, everybody wants to have the photo shot of it. Everybody wants to capture that moment in memory. And I get that. I truly understand that. All you want it to be on your photo frame. But if you don't have to go outside in this weather, if you don't have to work, if you don't have to go to school, if you don't have to do anything in this type of weather, I encourage you, please stay at home. Please don't put people's lives at risk. It is not worth putting people's lives at risk. I promise you, there'll be plenty of days where you can have this type of weather. There'll be plenty of days that you can capture the moments in memories. If they tell you not to go out in this weather, it is for a reason. But we all know that some people, you could tell them and give them all kinds of signs and it'd be 100% legit. But we all know sometimes that people are not going to listen regardless. So please, we encourage you to be safe and be secure. There are plenty of days that you can capture moments. Your life matters. You can replace everything else, but you can't replace your life. You only have one life to live. And we got to play. We have to play it safe. All right, speaking of that, it looks like we've got one of the all-time greatest independent music groups in the building, in Touche Way. At Touche Way, I recognize you and I see you. It's so good to see you, Touche Way. Welcome into the Facebook Live chat. I appreciate you very, very much, Touche Way. You all are one of the all-time greatest indies music groups. I know right when I was in the music industry, you all was in too. So we all came up about the same time in the music industry. So I appreciate you all every single day. And you all are continuing to do your thing. You're continuing to build great music and bringing in Touche Red, who is one of the futures of music. And Touche Red is doing a phenomenal job. To all of Touche Way, shout outs to every single one of you all. Whether you're in Atlanta, whether you're in California, wherever the case may be, I appreciate and love each and every single one of you all. And I'm so happy that you all are tuning into Facebook Live Chat. Okay, so with that in mind, there are two people that we're going to talk about. But before that, at any time, for everybody, and somebody say everybody tuning in, during Facebook Live with Punch Blazin ATM, you can ask questions, comment, put concerns in, whatever you want to do. Facebook Live. Facebook Live is a way to connect, engage, and communicate. It's all about CEC, connecting, engaging, and communicating. Now, the reason why I went Facebook Live this morning is because due to the weather that's taking place, I'm not so sure that I'll be able to live stream later on this evening. So that's the reason why we're doing it this morning. But the two people we are officially going to talk about in their retirements are former meteorologist Jim Caldwell and John Cena, the Doctor of Thugonomics. Now first, we are going to talk about Jim Caldwell. Now, you must be asking who Jim Caldwell is. I will answer that. Jim Caldwell is the former meteorologist on WYMT and WKYT. It is odd that for somebody to do both news stations of those brands, it is odd. For him to do WYMT and WKYT, man, that's impressive right there in itself. I'm not for sure who the meteorologist was before Jim Caldwell at WYMT, but when Jim Caldwell came into the building, you had to listen to him. You had to pay attention to him. And you had nothing but love and respect for him. Why is that? Because he made you listen. He made you pay attention. And he made you want to believe him in the weather. And I'm very happy for Jim Caldwell in his retirement. After WYMT, Jim Caldwell went on to do WKYT. Now, he could have easily just retired after WYMT. But no, he wanted to further his career. And because of that, he went to WKYT. And 32 years of doing work and then some. Jim Caldwell, wherever you're at around the world, I congratulate you on 32 years of work, 32 years of dedication, 32 years of sacrifice, 32 years of passion. I thank you for all that you have done in your retirement. You will be truly missed everywhere around the world. Without you, there will be no late great Brandon Robinson. There will be none of the meteorologists that are here today without you in the 2000s. But you are truly going to be missed, and I wish you nothing but the very best in the future. And that brings me to John Cena. As you all know, for those of y'all that don't, John Cena will be having his official last match this Saturday against Gunther. Now, Gunther is one of the futures of professional wrestling. He has taken the professional wrestling industry to a whole new level. And I'm very proud of Gunther for all that he has done. He retired Bill Goldberg, Gunther did, after Bill Goldberg wrestled for 28 years. So for him to wrestle Goldberg, and John Cena around the same year and same time, man, that's impressive right there. Now, John Cena came into the professional wrestling industry back in 2000. He first went to OVW as the Prototype. And my, John Cena was jacked as the Prototype. He done that character for about 2 years. And then he debuted in WWE on SmackDown on June 27th of 2002 against Kurt Angle. And then Kurt Angle basically just asked him the question, what's the one thing that qualifies you to step in the ring with him? And then John Cena said ruthless aggression, gave him a big old slap, and the rest is history. Now, they was going to release John Cena in October of 2002, but they decided to give him another run. With one last run, they gave him a rap character. And that rap character was the Dr. Thugonomics. Legendary John Cena's character was. He built that character and took it to new heights. He won the United States Championship with it and the WWE Championship with it. And for multiple years, he was WWE Champion. And then recently, he just won the Intercontinental Championship. Of course, he lost to Dominic Mysterio. But John Cena has created a legacy for himself and for everybody else. He surpassed Ric Flair's championship reign as a 17-time world champion. And I'm very proud of John Cena for all that he's done. He's basically one of the classes of 2002 OVW with Brock Lesnar. With Randy Orton, with Shelton Benjamin, with Victoria, Rico. That class of OVW was legit. And Batista. Probably the best OVW class ever in history. And 2002 was a great year for WWE because it brought a best of both worlds in old school stars and new school stars. And for decades, for years, John Cena helped bring WWE to new heights and dominate WWE. In the modern era, ruthless aggression era, the new era, John Cena was there. But overall, John Cena will be truly missed in the professional wrestling industry. Now, he had a choice to go to TNA Impact Wrestling in 2011. He had that choice. And if he would have got fired by Vince McMahon Jr., he would have went to TNA Impact Wrestling. That's what he said and stated. But I thank God that he stayed in WWE and Triple H kept him. because WWE is John Cena's home. And no matter what you think of John Cena, whether you boo him or whether you cheer him, John Cena is a true legend and future first ballot Hall of Famer. And rumor has it that he is supposed to be inducted into the 2026 Hall of Fame. I'm not for sure if it's 100% true or not, but he is supposed to be inducted into the 2026 Hall of Fame. John Cena is. We'll have to wait and see officially. But what I do know is that he is one of the greatest to ever do it in the 2000s and 2010s. One of the new millennium professional athletes. He is in the ranks of LeBron James and Tom Brady. And I do appreciate him very, very much. And John Cena, wherever you're at around the world, thank you for your dedication, for your hard work, for your sacrifice, for your love and passion for the professional wrestling industry. Not just sports entertainment, but the professional wrestling industry. Well, if you all have any questions, concerns, comments, whatever the case may be on Facebook Live, now's your chance to chime in before we officially leave the air. But again, I just want to stress out, if you don't have to be anywhere in particular, whether it's a doctor's appointment, hospital, whether it's work, school, wherever the case may be, if it's not that important for you to be out, please don't go outside while the weather is bad. Of course, it's going to clear up throughout the middle of the day, but later on tonight, it may kick back up. And if it does, if the weather kicks back up, then you definitely don't want to be stuck at all. Well, be sure to follow me on my Facebook regular page in Joseph James Holland. Be sure to subscribe to my Facebook fan page in Blazin ATM, where you can only subscribe to me for just 99 cents. Be sure to subscribe, like, follow, and share my YouTube page in Pancho Holland Vivo in order to receive live notifications and join the YouTube Live Nation chat. Be sure to follow and subscribe to us at One Way Ministries and Global Force Records, GFR Incorporated, YouTube and Facebook pages. Be sure to subscribe and follow my mama, Prophetess Princess Holland, at Prophetess Princess Holland Vivo on YouTube and Facebook. And be sure to follow us on Zang, Google, OnlyFans, and TikTok. Now, I want to let you all know that tomorrow, the Talking Poncho's Palace podcast will officially be on the air. So I believe we're on the 157th and 58th episode, if I'm not mistaken. If not, it may be the 159th and 160th episode. But I'm pretty sure it's the 157th and 158th episode on the Talking Poncho's Palace that will take place officially tomorrow, only on YouTube. And I just want to let you all know that next week we will be at our last Facebook Live. So Facebook Live for Poncho Blazin ATM, episode 9. Episode 9 of Facebook Live with Poncho Blazin ATM will officially be on next week. Now, I will say this. From December 24th all the way up until January the 1st, there'll be no live broadcast and no live streams whatsoever. Unless it's like a birthday shout out, or unless I'm wishing you a happy Christmas and Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, or unless I go live stream at a concert or church or something like that, or unless I'm just shouting someone out in general, there'll be no live streams and there'll be no live recordings from December the 24th all the way up until January the 1st. So that means from December the 24th to January the 1st, we're taking that official week and a half off of Christmas. And New Year's. So that means y'all won't be seeing me live stream during that week and a half. And it looks like we got Anthony Jenkins in the building. Anthony Jenkins, hello. Thank you for tuning in to Facebook Live Chat. I appreciate you tuning in. It's so good to see you. And that statement that you made with Pikefield in Harlan County, Kentucky, I do have you in the last previous Facebook Live talking about you in episode 7. And I've also got you in the previous Talking Pontius Palace podcast, episodes 155, I believe. So, hey, it took a lot of courage for you to stand up for us in Harlan County, Kentucky. And I honor and respect that. Well, until then, keep blazing. Always have God in your life no matter what. And I'm signing out. And I'm signing out as of right now. I want to make sure that we get in the parking spot. That backup camera is just a little bit messy because of the snow. That's all right, though. Oh, yeah, we got it. Perfect. Right? We'll see you all later on.